good country, good country. We have to say that now, correct? All their phone listening, all their phone listening. This nephew got Huawei phone, they all listening. You use ExpressVPN?
He's making fun of China's surveillance state, multitudes of data that are collected from Chinese tech products to spy on its own people and even spy on people overseas.
Please. Our phone tap into it. Long live presidency. Long live presidency. Uncle Roger, social credit score going up. Nice.
Okay, so now he's making fun of the social credit system in China, where, you know, if you say anything derogatory about the government or about the president, your social credit score could decrease and it could lead to consequences like
Where you from? Wuhan! You need to wear the face mask. You need to wear a face mask. Take off the face mask, give to him. Thank you for the last treat.
He's pointing out that Huawei equipment has been singled out by governments around the world.
You use ExpressVPN? Don't let your government hear that, please.
Yeah, it means wonderful, right? Well, I mean, it's his career in China on the line, and I agree. He's probably sacrificing quite a bit to make a stand here, and hopefully he does continue to make a stand. But like I was saying before, humor is a very powerful tool, and I think the Chinese government that's the reason why it's trying to crack down on this now. There was recently a comedian in China who was fined, I think, around $2 million for making a joke related to the Chinese military. So China is really starting to put the squeeze on the media. They've been putting the squeeze on the media. They're even putting the squeeze on entertainment now. And they're becoming more drastic in their measures to silence people. And that's, you know, when you look at authoritarian governments throughout history, that has been one of their hallmarks, and that is trying to silence comedians, silence the media, or to control the media, to force their message out to everyone.
Long live presidency! Long live presidency!
Uncle Roger's credit score is going up.
Roger's social credit score going up. Nice.
So I enjoy this kind of humor, and it's a relief for people who see something so wrong going on, like the social credit score in China. Jason showed me a video in China. If you are caught by traffic cameras committing a traffic crime, your face will be posted on a huge billboard next to the road, trying to shame you for your traffic offense. Very Orwellian, very 1984. And you know, this is the state of China today. There for a while, they tried to allow some leeway in their media and in their entertainment in order to attract investment in China, foreign investment. But now it seems like they're turning their backs on foreign investment, and they are gearing up for war. The signs are all there. The writing is on the wall. If we don't pay attention to it, then we are going to suffer. And I don't know their motivation. I don't know the reason that they have started tightening the screws on their media, on their people, on foreign investment. It could be any number of things. It could be President Xi has this agenda of, becoming the most powerful nation in the world. It could be that global warming combined with the battle for resources in the near future has led him to solidify his power and try to, increase China's presence and power in the South China Sea and the South Pacific at large. It could be any number of things, but the ability to laugh at the absurdity that is the Communist Chinese Party kind of relieves some of the pressure. Laughter is the best medicine. And we should all laugh at something as absurd as the Chinese government is right now. We should be able to laugh at it and poke fun at it and expose it for what it is. And that's, the role of comedy in politics for a long time. That has been to expose the absurd, expose the corruption in government to the people, so that the people will rightfully become outraged and do something about it. For the people in China, if you were all to stand up and rise up against the government, they couldn't stop you. It would be a battle. It would be probably a long battle. But the government, if you stood behind each other and demanded more freedom and demanded that the government end the massive surveillance of the people, then it would have to eventually accept your demands. Definitely. I'm worried about the presidential election coming up because I do believe that the Communist Party of China wants to manipulate the election. China doesn't want a war with Taiwan because they know that it would snowball into a war with the United States. And the war with the United States would invoke other nations as well, other nations allied with the United States to fight back. And it would be probably the largest war in history thus far.